Good evening and bloody welcome to Season 3 of Summer Night Murder Mystery. This time I am going to play Agatha Christie's The A.B.C. Murders. And I gotta say that I really like the character Hercule Poirot, so I think at least that I am going to enjoy this game. It is a point-and-click adventure game. I guess it is pretty much similar to the ones that I have played in the earlier seasons of Summer Night Murder Mystery. This game came out earlier this year, so it is pretty brand new. But I'm gonna stop talking now and get into the game. So click to start, it says, and that is exactly what I'm going to do. Select a profile, A, B or C. That is pretty clever actually, since this game is called the A.B.C. Murders. I'm gonna go with A. Enter a profile name and confirm. Ego points. I'm not sure what that is, but I guess that I will find out about it. Let's take a look on the bonuses here. It is something that you have to unlock, it seems. Reconstructions and trophies. Okay. I'm gonna close that and go to options. Since I don't speak any other language than Swedish and English, I'm gonna keep it as it is. I guess I could see what kind of languages there is here though. Idioma, that is oh, okay, I have to drag the flags around, so yeah, I'm gonna stick with English. The voice, I think that I will have to drag down the music volume a bit, because I don't want it to overpower the voices. Was that too much? I think that I think that is pretty good. I might change the volume if it turns out that it is too low, but I think it is pretty good. The sound, that is the sound effects, but I think that is a good good setting as it is. Okay, video quality, high or low, screen resolution 1920 x 1080. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Controls, I can either play with a controller or the mouse. But since this is a point-and-click adventure game, I'm gonna continue playing with the mouse. I do have a controller, and I played with the controller when I played Life is Strange, which I thought was a really good device to play the game with, but I'm gonna stick with the mouse. Okay, so there isn't any other options that I can choose from, so let's get into the game, I guess. Maybe the music is a bit too low though, or is it? I do hear the music. So I might adjust it a little. I really do like the music. It seems to suit the game, at least so far. Okay, I think that is good, so let's get into the game. Have you seen the timeline in the bonuses? Yes? Okay.
Some post for you, Poirot.
Mr. Hercule Poirot, you fancy yourself, don't you, at solving mysteries that are too difficult for our poor thick-head British police? Let us see, Mr. Clever Poirot, just how clever you can be. Perhaps you'll find this nut too hard to crack. Look out for handover on the 21st of the month. Yours extra, A.B.C.
Oh, it's some sort of joke.
Maybe. But please remind me to inform Chief Inspector Japp.
It's here, Poirot. The murder took place in this street. Grim place indeed.
Tout à fait, Hastings. The streets of Andover are in a terrible state.
Look, there's Chief Inspector Japp. He's talking with a policeman.
Let us try not to get our shoes wet.
Okay, so I got some directives. I gotta say that I really dislike this pause symbol in the upper left corner here. It is kind of distracting. I thought that it would disappear after the movie sequence, but it's still here. I wonder what will happen when I click on it. So I get into the options screen. I I might crank up the music a bit more though, because it is a bit too low, I think. There is some help option there. 18%. What? Why is that moving up? I am pretty confused about the game right now. I don't know what that is, and I don't know how I will get rid of that pause button in the upper left screen. I guess that I won't be able to get rid of it though. Here is something as well. Okay. There is an exclamation mark, a notebook, and I have no idea what that is. Go and meet Jap, so that's the objectives. Notebook. Okay, I don't have any notes so far, but when I do, I guess that I will have to consult them in here. And what is this? Is theft the motive for the crime? Here you are making Poirot's little grey cells work. The aim is to answer the questions he asks himself by establishing the links between the clues in order to deduce an answer. Slide the clues on to the empty boxes to fill the holes. It seems to be somewhat similar to Sinking Island, which I played last year. So far I don't have any clues, so I don't have anything that I can drag. It seems like I need 4 clues to solve this first piece of the puzzle. Okay. Oh, little grey cells. So are those brain cells then? Nah, probably not. Okay, so now your progress is saved automatically. Well, I haven't made any progress yet, but okay then. I feel that these things are kinda distracting, so I'm gonna put them away. I wish that this piece would disappear, so that the game would be full screen. But yeah, I guess I will have to live with it. Let's see what we can do here. I can talk to what's his name again? I know it so well, but I just forgot it now. Hastings. I think this is Hastings.
Don't dilly-dally, Poirot. Jap will be waiting for us.
Yeah, it is Hastings. But he didn't want to speak to us, so let's walk over here then.
Dash! A puddle! How clumsy.
Okay, so I should avoid the puddles then.
Over here, it's Hastings and Poirot. You missed the 9 o'clock train?
We took the 10:30. Luckily the service is good to Andover.
So, Chief Inspector, what do we have?
The victim is called Alice Asher. She owned this tobacco shop. She was killed yesterday with a blow to the back of the head.
At what time?
Let me just check.
Okay. Find 3 clues that agree with Hercule Poirot's remark.
Is Jap being too relaxed? Let us find the clues that prove it.
He doesn't seem too relaxed. Relaxed attitude, but he is moving around a bit. Slight smile.
Jap is in a good mood. I bet he thinks he's already caught the culprit.
Okay.
The last customer to see Mrs. Asher alive left her shop at 5:30. The body was found at around 11 in the evening by an officer doing his rounds. The shop door was open. That's what alerted him.
Had anything been taken?
A little tobacco maybe, but you'd hardly murder for a few smokes. There's nothing of any real value in the shop.
What type of woman was Mrs. Asher?
In her 50s, married but separated, no children.
Her husband?
Aha, Franz Asher, the husband. Alcoholic and violent. It's said that he regularly insulted his wife and threatened to kill her.
Oh, really? Say that it's too obvious. Let's go with this one.
A little too easy, don't you think?
You like complications, don't you? Well, this time you may be disappointed.
Peut-être. May I examine the crime scene?
Of course, old chap.
I'll be with you in a minute, Poirot.
Okay, so inspect the crime scene. Let's go in here. So you can unlock 50 trophies. I don't care about trophies though. What I do care about is solving this murder.
The place is unusually tidy for a crime scene.
Okay, magazines and papers are in order. Well-ordered shelves. Well, Poirot sure have a keen eye.
Nothing
No signs of
suggests
struggle.
any sign of a fight.
Okay, so if she were killed over here, then it would be strange if there was evidence of struggle over here. Okay, let's take a look on the counter here. Oh, there is a puddle of blood here and a bag. There's a book here that is that have been read, I think. It says A.B.C on the cover. Let's take a look at the bag first. Observe the object from all angles by holding the click and moving the mouse. Okay, so I will have
Red
to click
liquid is
the
oozing
mouse
out. Is it blood?
and hold the button. No, it is strawberries.
It's just some strawberries that are losing their juice. They probably come from the fruit and vegetable shop opposite.
Okay, so opposite from the street then. Let's observe this book.
It's not just any railway guide. It's an A.B.C.
I don't know what that means. Oh, it's an index over train stations, is it? Accrington,
It's
Andover.
open at the letter A. There are no prints on the book.
Oh no, that is a phone book, is it? Nah, it is. It's a railway timetable. Yeah, it got something to do with train stations. It says that there is one more thing to observe. There are a lot of handprints here.
The counter is covered with fingerprints all on top of one another. Unfortunately, it will not be possible to use them.
Okay. Collect ego points to unlock trophies. Discover the action which give the most points. I got 4 ego points. Okay. Let's observe the body. So there is some things that have been knocked over here, and it is a puddle of blood where she lays. So it seems that she were hit in the back of the head on this side of the counter.
She has a packet of play cigarette next to her hand. Did she drop it when she fell?
Yeah, maybe she dropped it or the killer.
She has a packet of play cigarette next to her hand. Did she drop it when she fell?
Okay, so I cannot observe it any further. Yeah, let's take a look on her head.
She just has one wound on the back of the head. There are no other wounds or signs of a struggle.
That hit against her head must have been fatal, since there isn't any other signs of violence on her body.
This poor woman's head is resting in a very even-shaped pool of blood. This poor woman's head is resting in a very even-shaped pool of blood.
I thought that I was able to look at this jar over here, but I looked at the pool of blood again.
I can't see any other mark on the floor.
Okay.
The body is hidden by the counter and is not visible from the tobacco shop store. Many customers must have thought that Mrs. Asher had popped out.
Yeah, perhaps. But if they got close to the counter, they must have seen her body. Let's take a look on the shelves here.
There are cigarettes packets in a mess on the shelf.
So, Poirot, any news?
So, an A.B.C. guide with no fingerprints but prints all over the counter.
Normally, the tobacco shop does not sell ABC guides.
Exact. Mon ami, could you have a word with the neighbors? Some may have seen something.
Of course, my friend, I'll do it straight away.
Yeah, we should go and talk to whomever sold her the strawberries. Or maybe it was the killer who brought the strawberries to the store. So we might ask the grocer if he have sold the strawberries to the victim, or if he sold them to someone else. That ABC guide, I wonder if that was brought by the murder or by the murderer, or if that was on the counter before. And that pack of cigarettes, maybe the killer was going to buy cigarettes, and when she turned around to get the pack, she was hit in the back of her head. And that's probably why it is a pack of cigarettes on the floor there. Let's inspect the shelf, since we weren't able to do so
There are
before.
cigarettes packets in a mess on the shelf.
Okay, so we can't inspect the shelf any further than that. Should we touch the register? Yeah, why not? Objects hide secrets behind complex mechanisms. It is up to you to decipher them in order to find what they are hiding. Observe the object from all angles by holding the click and moving the mouse. Zoom in by clicking on part of the object with the left button of the mouse. Zoom out using the right button or click on the arrow icon. Some elements move by holding the left click of the mouse and moving it. Okay.
The till does not appear to have been touched. I have to check that nothing is missing from it.
Yes. Can I just open the drawer? No, I don't think I can. Is that an 8? And something that is two marks only. Okay. There's a 5 there. And something here. Oh, so it is locked, but if I move that, it should be unlocked.
Ah, a mechanism has just made a fan click.
So there was an 8 and a 5 here. I don't see a third number though. Maybe I can just push the open button.
The till is full of money, but there is something strange.
And there is a 2 in here.
Something is hidden underneath.
Okay. So if I enter 852, I think that or maybe I can just pull it up.
Something is hidden underneath.
There is money in here, and I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a check. Okay, so I should enter 852. Um, 852. And there's a key here.
This must be the key to the back of the shop.
That seems to be a pretty difficult way to store a key. But okay. I don't think that there is anything else that I can observe in here. Let's go into the inspect Mrs. Archer's bedroom. I have inspected the crime scene and I have met Jap. So the only thing remaining is to inspect Mrs. Archer's bedroom. Victim. Her name is Alice Asher. She's about 50 years old and she lives in Andover. She owns a tobacco shop. She's married to Franz Asher. She lived alone. She was killed in her tobacco shop by a blow to the back of the head. Okay, so that was information about the victim. Let's go into Poirot's gray cells. How do we explain the presence of an ABC guide on the counter? Was Miss Archer killed on sight? I think she was. Is theft the motive of the crime? Since there is money in the counter, I highly doubt that. How do we explain the presence of an ABC guide on the counter? So I should drag the clues on to here, I think. There are no fingerprints on the guide. Mrs. Asher was seen alive at 5:30 p.m. No objects of value for sale in this shop. No railway guide for sale in the tobacco shop. Should I drag that over there? No. Okay, and the ABC guide itself, I guess. No, it's a letter. It's the letter that Poirot received. Letter signed ABC announcing the Andover murder. But that doesn't help out with this question. At least I don't think so. It might be too early to try to solve it. Let's see about this one. No, about this one I mean. Was Mrs. Archer killed on sight? A pool of blood near her head. The body was found at about 11 p.m. Mrs. Asher was seen alive at 5:30 p.m. No other marks on the floor. I think it is a bit too early to conclude anything, so I'm just gonna take a look on the last one here. Is theft the motive for the crime? The body was found, blah blah blah. No object of value for sale in this shop. No railway guide for sale in the tobacco shop. And the till is untouched and is full of money. I can drag that over there. And no objects of value for sale in this shop. I can drag that over there. Theft is not the motive for the crime.
The motive is definitely not financial gain. There is no sign of a struggle, and the till has not been forced or emptied.
Yeah, so I solved that one. Yeah, by the way, I gotta say that I haven't read the book and I haven't watched the movie, so I have no idea what is going on in this story. So I don't know who the killer is. So I am playing this totally fresh. So I am totally clueless right now. But yeah, I might try to solve the rest of the questions, but I do want to see what's inside Mrs. Asher's bedroom. But I'm not gonna do that right now though, because it is time to end this episode here. So I hope that you find this game interesting, because I do, and I am looking forward to play the rest of the game. But yeah, it is time to end this episode here, and I do hope that you want to continue watching. So please do so, and I will see you in the next episode. But until then, thank you so much for watching and have a good night.